so. You will marry my brother.
I will not.
I told you back in London, you'll never get away from me, no matter where you run. Not now, not ever.
After old Sir Richard died, your younger brother saw his chance. A letter came bringing the news of your death, and now he means to keep your lands and marry Lady Edith.
Once you are crowned, you are king. We must find the king before the crowning, or his cause is lost.
And with it, so is mine.
Posing as Miles Henderson deceased.
Here.
You have been sentenced...
What? Without a trial?
...to a day in the stocks and thenceforth lifelong exile on pain of death.
But this is
Hush. It is Hugh's doing. He wants the matter quickly dealt with to get me far away from here. Come, a day in the stocks will not kill me. And we can do nothing till we are on the road again.
But what of me?
You are to be released, and then exiled.
But first, you must spend the day wiping cabbage from my face. Tonight, we leave for London.
Brother Hugh, how good of you to grace the day's sport. What would our father say, do you think, to see us here?
See, he is unrepentant even now. Will no one still his lying tongue?
Peace! Brother Hugh!
Give me something to stop his mouth.
Stop this travesty of justice! That the law should aid a thief and pelt a hero is a disgrace to you all. Away! And leave this unnatural brother to his own devices.
Officer! Take him! Whip him at the post.
You should have held your tongue, boy.
You would whip me?
I must.
Wait! He is only a child! What is his crime but speaking up for me? For pity's sake, stop!
I will take his whipping.
Very well. Let us be merciful. Release the cub and whip the wolf.
Excuse me, I'm seeking news of John Canty and his son, Tom.
Sorry, lad. Why don't you try it in? They might know something. It's worth asking.
Thank you.
It is enough, is it not, Sir Hugh?
Release him at sunset.
Forgive me.
There is nothing to forgive.
If I could control my hasty tongue, your back would still be whole.
Hasty or not, your words show that your heart is a good one. I would not have you any different.
Sir Miles Hendon, you have a fine and loyal spirit. Few men at court, for all their flowery phrases, would do one part of what you've done for me. And all without thought of reward.
Oh, you can sing me a song to cheer our ride to London. Then I shall be paid in full.
I am serious. You have suffered in the service of your king. It was nobly done, and you shall have a name to match your actions. What is this place called?
We are still in Delafield.
Miles Hendon, by the sovereign power vested in me, I hereby create you Earl of Delafield. May the name long flourish in your descendants and remind all who hear it of the loyalist subject to serve King Edward VI.
Thank you.
I am lost.
How lost, brother? Say, I beg you.
It is the old story, madam, that you have heard and thought me mad. Will you not see? It is Tom Canty that is about to be the Lord's anointed.
My liege, still here? The carriage and procession wait below. Let us make haste. My brother is anxious for the ceremonies. He hopes to end this day the happiest of men.
Then is Lord Seymour easily content? For I know nothing that is planned for his delight. Come, brother.
As soon as we get there, I'll go to the palace. You can wait at Goody Watson's.
Should I not come with you to gain entry?
No, I will prepare the way for your reception.
You still do not believe me. Though you don't know who I am if I am not the king.
That's true enough.
You have given the Duke of Somerset no promise of my hand.
I refused it.
Thank you.
I have refused, but you have seen he'll not take a plain refusal. He still means to announce your betrothal at the banquet.
Please, you help me.
I had hoped that by this time the rightful king would fight your battles. You needn't speak. I know you don't believe me.
I don't know what I believe.
Greetings, Mistress Watson.
Why, it's Master Miles, young friend. So he found you.
After some adventures. Mistress Watson, would you have a room where I might rest?
A room? I'm crammed to the rafters. Maybe I've won. Though I dread to think what you'll make of it. I recall our best bedroom found no favour with you.
I was proud and foolish when last we met. I hope you will forgive me.
Your travels have softened you then. For you were the haughtiest lad I ever did see, I warrant you.
If I am changed, then all credit goes to Miles Hendon.
Where is Master Miles?
He goes to the Palace of Westminster to seek an interview with his cousin there.
He'll have a job. On today of all days.
Why? What's today?
What's today? The coronation, that's what.
The coronation? It cannot be.
But...
Tom, wait! Let them pass.
Tom. It is my Tom. I see it now. The prince had spoke the truth all along and I never knew it. Speak to me, Tom. Tell me you are well.
For the nation's good, we will hear no more of this Tom Canty.
I care only that you are happy. You know my thoughts and prayers are always with you. Speak to me, Tom.
Woman, I know you not.
Come, Mother. Never mind. Come home and rest.
Tell me, sire, what do you know of that poor woman?
Only this. She is my mother.
Master Miles, you're back.
It was a foolish venture. I couldn't get within a mile of the palace. I never knew it was Coronation Day.
When I told the boy, I thought he'd burst.
Where is he?
Gone. One word of the coronation and he was off like a jackrabbit.
Oh, no.
Master Miles!
Is he here yet? Has the ceremony begun?
His Majesty is robing now to begin any moment.
Then quickly, stand aside!
What?
I must go in! Stand aside, I say!
Get away with you cheeky beggar!
Stop him! That boy! Lay hold on him!
Let go of me!
Come, there's no need for that, friend.
I'm not your friend, Oath, nor mine.
Miles!
Let that boy go. He's my son and I'll do what I like with him.
If he is your son, which I doubt, then he's too good for you. I said unhand him now.
What'll make me?
This, perhaps.
Oh!
Come on, then.
God bless you, Miles Hendon.
Take your punishment. Before you take it yours!
Oh! Master Kenny! Master Kenny!
That's enough, sir.
Seize them. They are fugitives from justice. Did you see where the boy went?
The boy, sir?
Dares upset this sacred ceremony? Seize him!
Touch him not! For this is the true king.
Nonsense! Take this beggar away and let us continue with the crowning.
Lady Elizabeth, I beg you. If you hold your brother dear, help him now. Elizabeth?
I said there was something strange about the boy. I told you.
Silence! My lord. Sire, this is no place for these tomfooleries. Think where this play act may lead.
For England's sake, do you not see? We cannot launch the reign in doubt.
We cannot launch it in a lie. That boy, not I, is King of England. So, impostor! Now will you leak the truth? For well enough to play the king so I was far away.
Sire, if it be you, in this and this alone you are in error.
What?
It's true. Many and many a time this boy has argued he was not the king, and implored us to search and find your majesty.
Why didn't you then?
Because we didn't believe him. We thought him you run mad.
Did not believe him? Is it so easy then to be a king? Have I so little character that it shall not be missed?
Brother, what is the reason for this strange delay?
My Lord Duke.
What indeed? For even now, who has the credit? Which is more likely, that the child here is our true king, or this ragamuffin?
Think, brother. There must be some detail known only to you that will settle all before this company.
Precisely. Argument carried, I think. Now take him away and let us proceed.
What about the Great Seal, sire? I have been asked for it 1,000 times, but I don't know its hiding place. The seal! Of course! You, Uncle Seamer, go to my bedchamber, and close to the floor by the window you will find a brazen nail head. Press it, and a little closet will fly open. There you will find the Great Seal. Cousin Jane? Do you hold out against me?
No, indeed. If it is truly you.
Lady Mary, sister, have you also thought me mad?
Not mad, but changed, perhaps. And free with your advice.
I said one day it would amaze you that you had sought my favour.
That day has come.
Well, Uncle?
I wait only on Lord Seymour's return. Believe me, no one will welcome the truth more loyally than I.
Is that so, my Lord Duke? Or should I call you Earl of Hertford now?
When I looked up, you'd gone.
He'll come back. Don't you worry.
But I do worry.
Well, he's a strange one and no mistake. Forgive me for asking. He's a dear lad, but is he quite right in the head, do you think?
That's the question, Goody. That's the real question.
Well?
I found no seal.
What? I don't believe it. This is a trick.
There is no trick. There is no seal.
Enough delay. We have been deceived. This boy tried to profit from the young king's illness.
No!
Yes! Cast him into the street and scourge him through the town. Now, let us begin the day's true business. The crowning of the king.
Sister, you do not take the easy way and leave me to my troubles.
Duty, not comfort, is my guide.
Well, well. Thank you for that. Sire, think! If the seal be not there, it must be somewhere else. That day we were together, you left the chamber hurriedly. Is it not possible that you chose a new and sudden place to hide it? Of course! There was no time to take it to the cabinet. And I put it in a suit of armour which stands beside the door. Look there, Lord Seymour. Is that the seal? That great round thing with a heavy end? That's the great seal that everyone's looking for? Aye, sir, it is. Well, it's there all right. I found it days ago. How strange to think that all the time they asked me for the seal, I used it without knowing what it was. You used it? Whatever for? Why, for cracking nuts, Your Majesty.
You might have handled our fortunes better, brother, had you not stopped your ears.
Something can be saved from the wreckage. Guards! Take the usurping pauper to the tower!
No, Lord Hertford. We find this boy, begs you to seek for us, but none would listen. More, against your wishes, uncle, he opened our reign in mercy. His laws and ordinances we now endorse. So, uncle, you are Somerset again.
Thank you, my liege.
No two our royal sisters are both dear to us. And they, not we, nor you, shall have the choosing of their futures. Here, sire.
Niece, you are safe. For now, at any rate. You need no help from me to guard your path.
I need your love, Uncle.
Let me help you, sire.
Whatever comes.
Thank you, Lady Milford. As for Tom Canty, he has been our deputy and I think our friend. No one shall harm him. From this day forth, let him be called Sir Thomas Canty, King's Ward. Escort him gently to the palace. Tomorrow he shall attend us in our court. Sire. Now to the ceremonies we will turn our mind and banish thoughts of vengeance.
Master Miles! Here's a young messenger to see you, Master Miles.
Well, what is it, boy?
I come from the palace.
What?
From your cousin, Lady Milford. She would greet you at the palace at 11.
This morning?
The guard will direct you to the private entrance, and she will attend you there.
How so? I can't believe my lady even knows of my existence, still less that I'm in London. How can she?
Shall I tell her ladyship you cannot keep the tryst?
No, indeed. Tell her I'll be there, and most thankfully.
Well, it was time for a bit of good luck. Eh, Master Miles?
Yes!
Miles Hendon. Cousin, I bid you welcome.
Madam, your kindness overwhelms me.
Nonsense.
Forgive me, my lady, but where are we going?
We'll see.
Lady Milford and the Earl of Delafield.
You are welcome, Lord Delafield. Draw near. A chair for Lord Delafield. Have you forgot your privilege already? For all who hold the earldom of Delafield may sit in the presence of the sovereign. This we have decreed. And now, Miles, sit. For truly I think you need to. Very well. Bring in our next visitors.
Sir Hugh Hendon and Lady Edith de Boon.
Sir Hugh, Lady Edith, you may approach.
Your Majesty does me too much honour in summoning me here.
I think you know my trusted friend, Lord Delafield.
Have I had the pleasure of your acquaintance, sir?
I would say so, Hugh. Yes. You. Me.
Miles.
Hold your tongue.
Come, Sir Hugh, don't enrage us with further lies. As it is, we remember you ordered the King of England whipped.
But, Your Majesty, I never knew...
Yield then the lands, the house, and all which justly is your brother's. Do this at once, and I'll resist the urge to hang you.
Very well, sire. Henceforth, the property is all Lord Delafield's. Am I dismissed?
One more thing. Lady Edith, would you be freed from your betrothal?
Alas, Your Majesty, I gave my word to old Sir Richard. He is dead and cannot now release me.
But there is one who can. Sir Hugh?
Lady Edith, I release you. There will be no wedding.
Oh, but I think there will. Now leave us. Well, Lord Delafield, go to your work.
Sir Thomas Canty.
Never mind him, my lord. Hurry, or your chance is lost. You may approach, Sir Tom.
Edith. My darling. Who would have thought when we were last together, our story would have ended thus?
But how has it ended?
Why, like all good stories, with a kiss.
Come, Sir Tom. You were once easy in my presence.
My lady, if I have offended you...
Nay, it is for me to ask your pardon. You did your best, we did our worst, and left the king abandoned.
Not quite. Humphrey, you have them here?
I do, sire.
Good. Now hide Tom behind my chair. Your Majesty? Quick, fellow!
Tom! Tom, is it you?
Nay, I am not your Tom.
For shame, Tom. Do not deny her again.
Indeed. If it be you, Tom, now is the time for truth.
I say that I am not your Tom, but I am he whom you did shelter. You were loving to me when I was without a friend. I repay you by restoring your true son. Mother Canty, Nan, Tom, I promise you will never hunger or despair again. For this adventure has taught me much about my England and the good that I may do. For your part in it, let you be blessed by all true Englishmen.
And let us cry Amen.
Widow White, who would not hang the king, received a 40-acre farm and 50 pigs. Lord Seymour tried once more to court Elizabeth and was executed for high treason in 1549. John Canty and Hugo were put on a ship bound for the Indies, where Hugo prospered. Things might have been worse for them, but for the hermit. The Duke of Somerset led the royal council until his overthrow and conviction for high treason. He went to the block in 1552. After Edward, Jane Grey reigned as queen for 9 days. She was convicted of high treason and beheaded on Mary's orders in 1554. Lady Mary inherited the throne, but only for 5 years. She died having failed to reconvert England. Goody Watson grew prosperous from her royal patronage and renamed her in the King's Rest. The Earl and Countess of Delafield lived long and happily at Hendon Hall and counted a chancellor among their children, but they played no further part in history. King Edward VI had a short but just reign and died honoured by his country in 1553. Sir Thomas Canty lived to be old and respected, even if he did tell the story of his days as king rather often. The Lady Elizabeth survived to reign for half a golden century as England's most beloved Good Queen Bess.